This is Daddy P with Slap Happy Gorilla. What? Daddy P at you with this Terence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr. is fight week. Listen. Hey, listen, man. Daddy P with Slap Happy Gorilla. This is the fight I've been waiting for so many years, man. And I am so happy this thing is going down this week. Man, it's like, boy. And I almost can't believe it. But we here. So, every day, you know, I got to do something for it. Yesterday, I just sent out it was just like a little short. But today, I just had to do a voiceover, man. Hey, listen. I like both fighters. I'm not a fanboy here or there. I like Errol Spence. I like Terence Crawford. I like everything they stand for in this fight game. I like their relentless approach. I like both of them are cut from the same cloth. They have a mean streak in their ring. They ready to hurt you. And both of these guys, I knew they wasn't scared to fight. You know, it just, man, when you have a fight of this magnitude, it's for all of the marbles, and you know, it's for undisputed, but not just undisputed. This fight is for the pound for pound #1 fighter in the world. Listen, hey, and you know, this fight is the fight. It's like a barometer for who is the best in this era of boxing. You know what I'm saying? And these two guys right here, man. You know, people argue about the resume, but I don't really care about the resumes because we know that these are the two best welterweights of their era. Now, I'm not putting in Jaron Ennis. He's really not in their era. And then, you know, Ortiz been a little, you know, under the weather, but, you know, he's not in their era as well. But these two guys are the best that the welterweight division have to offer. You could say one is #1 and one is #2. So, I mean, it don't matter about the resume, even at welterweight. It don't matter. You got the best fighters fighting. You know what I'm saying? So, we ain't got to argue about who this and who that. The fight is happening on Saturday night. It's no argument. We gonna see who the best fighter of this era. Listen, hey, I'm so excited about this thing, man. I can't even contain myself. So, hey, I can't wait till this thing happen. It's going down the 29th on Showtime pay-per-view. So it is what it is. Is Derek James or is Bomac gonna eat their words? Is Terence Crawford mom gonna put on her dancing shoes? Or is the big fish gonna put down? Listen, we don't know what it's gonna be. I can't wait for it to go down. Hey, and this Daddy P, hey, go ahead and slap that like button for me. Go ahead and do that right now, if you would, please. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified every time this thing go down. Now, my channel not big enough for me really to go live. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm kind of glad that I'm not for this fight. Because when you go live, you kind of like a little distracted. I want to watch this fight. So I'm glad I'm not going live. But I will put something right after the fight. I am putting something out there, man. And I'm gonna give a prediction right after the weigh-in. I want to see how these guys look on the scale. And you know, this is one of the things for me. Errol Spence has been a welterweight basically his whole career. He's been making that 147 limit, especially since he's been a championship fighter. You know, when they not in a ranking to go for a title, they don't necessarily have to make the full 147 all the time. I know you can go on BoxRec and check. You know, if you go far down the line, you'll see some of them fights. They probably weighed in on fight night, like 147 and a half, 148. You know what I'm saying? But when they get in a train, like in a line for a title, like if they're they want to go the WBC route, the IBF route, and they put themselves in the ranking. And the closer they get to that title contention, that's when they have to make that limit. But Spence been making that limit for a while now. So, I want to see how he look on the scale before I make a decision. Terence Crawford, he's been, as far down as lightweight. He held a title at that weight, and he's recently come up to the division. He's been there a couple years, whatever, and a few years, and he's grown into the division nicely. So he's the naturally smaller guy. I'm not per se looking at him to see about his, what he's gonna do on the scale. I believe he's gonna make the weight pretty niftily, pretty easily. But Errol Spence, he's the naturally bigger guy. He has a lot of bulk, muscle, and even in the the media workout, you could see, man, that guy was not only cut up and bulked up, but he did look good. Now, I'm not saying he looked good, but that muscle still, that muscle is the most stubborn thing to come down. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he has a little bit of water weight he can lose, but that's the thing about Spence. He's been making this limit so long that that's the thing I'm looking to see. And but man, I mean, all in all, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm not one to say that it's gonna come down to who wants it more. Nah, both of these guys want this, and you can tell ever since they've been boxing, since young kids, ever since they've been boxing, they've been like, this is like their dream fight, for all of the marbles, for undisputed, not just being a champion, but cleaning out the division. And, I know they probably wasn't even thinking about pound for pound, when they that young. But still, this thing is like a dream fight. When you a little kid practicing, looking in the mirror, you like, okay, you know how it was if you was a little guy playing football, street ball, pop one or whatever. When you practicing, you thinking about, man, being in the NFL and, it being third or fourth and goal, and it's the last players, the final seconds in the game, and you see yourself getting the ball to run it in for a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? So that's how these guys look at this fight, man. This is their dream fight from a little kid, what they've been working hard for since they've been kids, and now it's finally realized. So both of these guys want this thing on a level that most of us probably can't even understand. But I mean, so I'm not one to look at it like that. I think it's gonna actually be a fight not only of wills but skill. And then, the thing is, like, I think it's gonna come down to some disciplines, like who, not just game plan, but like who's able to execute at the right time, the way they need to execute. I think that's what it's gonna come down to. And I think it's really a 50-50 fight, you could say, on paper, but I wouldn't be surprised if one guy or the other run away with the fight. You know what I'm saying? But I really truly believe it's gonna be a real good fight. I don't think it's gonna, no disrespect to Pacquiao and Mayweather, but I think it's gonna be a different fight than that Mayweather-Pacquiao. I think these guys gonna really get after it, and I think we're gonna see something real special for this era, and I can't wait to see it. This is Daddy P. Like I say, go on and slap that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not, hit that bell icon so you can be notified when it goes down. Stay tuned to Daddy P, man. We got more coming this week, man. Daddy P, I'm out of there.